In the words of I just had his name in the top of my head. Anyway, the band Stained. It's been a while. Hopefully we don't do the rest of that lyric there, since we're going ahead and made things right at Parx, Terry. What? It's been a couple of weeks now, right?
Yeah, since we've been to Parx, there has.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we're at Parx. Yay! And then, of course, we always have some free stuff on tap. May not be at Parx today. I think we're in New Mexico for the free track of the day. That would be, am I right about that, Terry? Let's see. Yes, indeed. Sunland Park.
Sunland Park. I've been there twice.
I haven't never even been in New Mexico, let alone twice to that track. So one of these days I'll have to put that on my itinerary. Maybe when we get these smart sheets rolling and we start bringing in some of the big bucks.
Yeah.
Then we can head down to Sunland Park one day. Arkansas Derby will be the next smart sheets and wagering guide. $1.5 million race. Of course, when the show is over, right over here, get our analysis. We had a pretty good end to the last week, or a good week overall last week, the 2 days we got together. So make sure we can do that again today at Parx. Of course, right here, the HRT gear. Get them over here. Get your horse racing today outfit. You'll look fantastic. Race number 1 is on tap for us today. A bunch of these 6 and 6.5 furlong types. I think there's one mile race mixed into it. So we're going to find out with these early races and these short sprints that, yeah, speed does good 40% of the time. Going wire to wire is the best way to win. Inside posts do better than outside posts. And in race number 1, Terry, we do have an inside post with some giddy up and go.
Yeah, that 2 shows the most speed, followed out by the 8. But the 2, I think, if it doesn't stumble or the jockey makes the best decision, he'll get out there first.
Yes, our race view shows us the 2 and the 8 want to be on the lead. 7 and 10 co-pilot. All the rest of them are closers. That should set up well for horses with some speed. Terry, C-Zone measures how likely today's horse race will look like these horses' best performances. The comfort zone, who's got them?
Well, the 5 has the best at 90.91%. And then there's also several of them, 1, 7, and 12 that are above that 50% threshold that we like to see, and the 2.
Yes, indeed. The 2 is in there as well. I got a few class droppers in here, Terry. The biggest class dropper being the 7, Battle Anthem. Who's the most class connection-wise?
The 10 has the best jockey. The 8 has the best trainer. But you know what? I think the 2 is the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yeah, the 5 in there, too, is a mix. The 8 horse, the Volatile, last time out, ran the top last race speed figure. 9 points better than everybody else. It's a big gap for everybody else to overcome. The 9 is our top total pace favorite, as well as our simulation favorite. Who's your favorite to kick off the new week in the winner's circle in race number 1?
I like the 8, Volatile. Ran second versus similar in the last race. Highest last speed rating. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then King Phoenix, the 2, drops in class today. Can improve at the shorter distance. Has a high speed figure at today's distance. And it has a high percentage winning jockey. The 5 is my third choice. Has placed 3 of 8 starts at Parx Racing with 1 win. And features a trainer who wins 33% of the races in the first time after reclaiming them. Has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 9, Booted Up by Longshot. Best start speed is faster than the average winning speed. No bets for me in this race.
Where you stop, I start with the 9 horse, that top last race speed figure. It's a simulation favorite and your top total pace horse. Then the 8 horse, the big speed figure Edge. 9 points better than everybody else. And we see right here, when we look at the in-race internals, all of them better from the beginning to the end in the last race. And then 5 horse, Extra Sexy, MC Steamy. I don't know. Does have that standout C-Zone down here. Yeah, that's why Terry didn't put him in his picks. He just didn't want to say him. Did show some better early pace right here. And then you see that coming along with the class drop. And one of the best jockey trainer combos, too. We have $100 in our Bennie in the bets budgets. I'm going to put $12 to work here with a trifecta box, 2, 5, the 8, and the 9. Real quick, for our good friends like Don Johnson, who like to pick daily doubles, there's our second race picks. Terry, before race 1 starts running, they're getting towards the gate now. What's the best thing you can do to make sure you join us tomorrow for Parx You join us on Wednesday for Tampa Bay Downs and Thursday for Gulfstream Park.
Well, if you haven't done it already, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell so it notifies you about all the programs coming up. Go ahead and copy the link at the bottom and share it with all your friends, neighbors, relatives. Everybody can come and take a look at us. Then go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Horse Race, and number 2 Day. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe in any of those that has the able to do that with. And then keep these comments coming and picks like Lightning Strikes has done with the race 1, and Private Ross has done with several races today.
Yes, Private Ross with his cryptic codes. And Lightning Strikes 26 says Parx, race 1, the 2, the 8, and the 9. So he's in tune with both Terry and I as well. So, yes, make sure you hit that like button too. Any interactivity makes our search engine algorithm numbers go up. Before the race gets started, let's see if we got some value. Well, the 2 horse right now is your favorite at 2-1. The 9 horse is 5-1, so a little bit of value there. The 5 horse right now has been bet down to 5-1, so a touch of value. The 8 horse 5-2, no value there. So you got the 9, the 5, and the 8. Has some horses with value. Let's look at the 11. 11 is 20-1. Yeah, that fits in there. And the 10 is 78-1. So, yeah, maybe put those together in a 10-cent superfecta box. Cross your fingers that they come in the right order, and your day could be over, Terry.
Could be.
Could make enough of those Dolores to get yourself off to a great start to the first week of the new month of March. Well, it looks like they're all just about loaded and ready to go, just waiting for the starter to press the buzzer to open the gates, and that's what he does. On cue, the 9 horse got a pretty bad break there, folks. Kind of hesitated coming out of the gate. The 11, way in the back. Right now, the 2 horse, that that favorite on the ground at 2-1 is off to a blazing start. He's about 4 lengths ahead of everybody else. They're all going to try to play catch up. He runs 22.5 seconds in the opening quarter, so for 6 furlongs, really not that fast. Question is, I don't think anybody's going to catch him. I don't think that's the case right now, but you never know. He's got about an 8-9 length lead. He's just continuing to grow that lead. Is anybody else going to try to even get involved in this race? Right now, they all look like they're just running in line. Really no big moves from anybody else coming down the stretch. The 2 horse jumped out to a big lead. He hasn't given it up yet, but he is starting to slow down on that stride a little bit. Jockey's starting to get into him a little bit. The 1 horse is the only one, Prairie Dunes, that's making up any ground on that 2 horse. I think that 1 horse is going to catch him at the wire and go on by, Terry. Yes, indeed he is. So your 1 horse, Prairie Dunes, 8-1, then the 2, then the 5, then the 7. And I have a feeling the 1 horse, if I remember correctly, I do remember correctly, this horse was better across the board, the only horse in the race that did that.
Yeah.
You mentioned one of the top C zones was in that mix as well. So the horse came off ready to go. Hopefully we're ready to go into the winner's circle in race number 2 after missing in race number 1. The second race is going to be 6.5 furlongs. In this case, we're looking for horses with early speed. Terry, half of them go wire to wire. Post positions, no deal makers, no deal breakers. So anybody can get it. It looks like 1 horse should get out in the front and stay there.
Yep, that 8 has double the speed of its closest competitor, so it should get out there and go to that quarter pole first.
Yeah, Bracho out on the lead there, Terry. Doesn't need to lead as an EP type. This race is stacked a little bit more towards the front than the back. So having some speed, having some versatility is probably key. Who's likely to get a good trip like the 1 just did?
Well, the 1 has the best C zone in here at 90+ percentage, followed up with the 3 and the 8 and the 6. They all are above that 50% threshold that we like to see.
Yeah, indeed. As far as the threshold of jockeys and trainers, Terry, it looks like there's a 1 on the inside and the outside, barbell maybe.
That's right. You've got the 10 as the best jockey, the 1 is the best trainer, but I think the 1's the best trainer-jockey combination.
Yes, tough constitution. Well, we saw a horse that improved across the board 5 ways. We don't have any of them there, but the 2 horse and Grand Eyes, better early pace, better fractions, that usually works out well. The 6 horse, Enforcer, also in that, as well as the 4-horse. So if you're looking for improvement types, that could work, Terry. If you're looking for overlays, what might work?
We'll take a look at the 2. It's 4-1 to 5-1, and the 5 is from 16-1 to 20-1, and then the 8 runs 9-5 to 3-1.
Yes, the 8 also has a top par plus. We do 1,000 simulations, compare it to the speed figure, the Brisnet par speed figure. And then you see here all these horses, except for the 4, the 6, and the 7 have hit par. But in 463 of our 1,000 simulations, the 8-horse, Borracho, able to hit or exceed 84 speed figure. Last time out, 9-point speed figure edge, simulation favorite. On the lead, does have the most late speed as well. Top total pace. Can you pass what you can't catch, Terry?
Well, I like the 10 over the 8, Power Agenda. Won the last race of Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then I like the 8, Borracho. Ran second versus Tougher in the last race. Highest speed figure at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Then Frost Mountain, the 4. Finished third versus similar in the last race at Parx Racing. Strong trainer stats. And then the 1, Tough Constitution, as my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And this combination in the last 14 days have been in the money 11 out of 16 starts with 5 wins, 3 seconds, and 3 thirds. I'm going to play the very first Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4, 1, 4, 8, 10 with the 6, 7, 8, 10 with the 1, 4, 5 with the 2, 8, $48 ticket.
I like the one here underneath, and that was in race number 1. Yes, right. I need some pick 4 today help. Well, let's hope we get some today, Stuart. We need some. We've had some pick 4s the last couple of days. A lot of our bets have been winning too. Those exacta bets hit a nice trifecta and last week, so we didn't keep the momentum alive in round 1. Let's see if we can get it in round 2 today, Terry. I have the 8-horse, Borracho. First gets to the lead, Terry. Top last race speed figure, 8 points, top total pace. The only question mark for me is the first up record is spotty. Then Power Agenda. This one has 3 consecutive, I don't think I've ever seen this before, but 3 consecutive small speed figure increases. So you see here, it went from 69, that's the wrong horse, right? That doesn't do it.
10.
Yes, 75, 78, 79. So it's slowly creeping up that speed ladder. And you also see here, fractions are the same at 6.5 furlongs as they were essentially at 5.5 furlongs. There's so improvement there. I like that. Number 2, Engrandize. Better early pace, better fractions, okay work in between races. And then finally, I have the 1-horse, Tough Constitution. Jamie Ness horse, best C-zone. I have the 8 and the 10 in a big field. My pick 4 for 50 cents. 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10, 5 horses. Then the 1 and the 5, 2 horses, then 5 more horses in race number 2. So that's a $50 maximum budget for my pick 4. So we have a $50 budget. So I like to say, anything the folks at TVG can do for $60, we can do for $50, Terry. Maybe with Todd Schrupp now gone, maybe you and I can fill that role, Terry.
Maybe.
So in the third race, we have a claiming race, maiden claiming race, $25,000. Big number to look at there is that speed figure of 78, the average winning speed figure. In race number 3, Terry, guess what we find? Nobody hit par.
Nobody has ever hit the equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race.
A lot of times horses that get to the lead get their maiden win, Terry, and it looks like maybe 4 to choose from there.
Yeah, there's a 7, 9, 6, and 10, but they're all pretty close. So I think it's anyone's guess who's going to get that quarter pole first.
Yeah, and really none of them want to be on the lead. Look at the 10 closed. All these other horses have not finished within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. You got the 4 and the 8 first-time starters. Terry, any consideration there based upon our rankings?
Well, take a look at the 8. It's got a 2.63 number, and if it's about 2.5 and above, we like to really take a good look at it. And it has the best jockey, and the 6 actually has the best trainer, but the 8 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yeah, he does indeed. Well, of the experienced horses, the 7, the pace setter, is a huge simulation favorite. Also, pretty strong C-zone edge along with the 1 over here. These races, Terry, I have the opinion that when they're all nose, you got to go with the first-time starters. Which angle did you take?
Okay, well, I took the 10, Captain and Cats. finished second in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then I like the 6, My Bandit. You're going to have to ignore his last race due to the mud. Didn't seem to like it, but previously finished second, drops in class today, and receives Lasix. Then I like the 7, Desire, with filled with Desire. Best start speed is fast among today's starters, and Lasix is added. And then I do like a first-time starter, that 8 that has that 2.63 number, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No bets for me in this race.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the 2 first-time starters, Terry, in a field versus no. So I have the 8 horse. Onishenko, maybe? I don't know. Somehow they didn't win well, they weren't even in the Olympics, so because usually they win like those ice skater things. But the girl, Alyssa Liu, did a phenomenal job representing our country. We salute her, as well as all the Olympians. The 4 horse, Dirty Cash, that one's a 2nd-rated first-time starter. Then I got the 7, Filled with Desire, on the pace, simulation favorite, big C-zone edge over the experienced horses. And then the 6, My Bandit, 3rd race bounce back, coming in on the first-time Lasix. Quick 3rd race bounce back. If you're new around here, you see the horse came out of the barn in its debut, ran a 65, then regressed. Terry said maybe didn't like the mud. First-time Lasix, 3rd start in its career. Big room for a bounce-back race. I'm going to do another 50-cent trifecta box. 4, 6, 7, and 8 before we move off to race number 4. In this case, guess what? Another one of these sprint races, 6.5 furlongs, Terry. They do favor early speed with half of the horses winning on the lead. So in race number 4, we do have to pay attention to who the likely pace setters are. We got 2 Buffalo girls on the outside,
That's the right, the 7 and the 8. And if they break evenly, they're going to go head-to-head to that quarter pole.
And the 8 horse really scared me a lot here. I don't have either the 7 or 8 in my picks, a little forecasting. He's a lone E. C-zone was a little light, but still not bad. The 7 horse, Terry, does have a pretty strong C-zone with that early pace.
Yep, 86.73. The 6 is second with a 67%. And then look at the 1. It's also above that 50% threshold.
Yeah, the 8 horse also 5 ways better last time out. Oh, I think we're going to worry about that. The 7, a little left arrow action. But neither one of those guys really ranks very high with your jockey-trainer combos.
No, the 5 has the best jockey, the 1 best trainer, but the 1 also has the best jockey-trainer combination.
And we see only 1 horse here has a yes. Everybody's got a chance to hit par in there. You got a couple of class droppers in there. 5 horses your simulation favorite, Terry. The 1 horse is your top total pace favorite. This race looks like one to me that can go a whole lot of different ways. Which way did you take it?
Okay, I went with the 1. Finished in the money in 6 races out of the last 7 starts at Parx Racing, winning 2 of those starts. Strong trainer and jockey stats. Western Women, the 5, finished in the money in 6 out of 7 starts at Parx Racing as well, winning 2 of her starts, and also has strong jockey stats. And then the 4 finished in the money in the last 3 starts, winning the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. Mink Stole, the 6 of my long shot, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Best start speed is fast among the starters. 2nd, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4, 1, 4, 5, 6 with the 2, 4, 7, 8 with the 2, 3 with a 1, 4, 5, a $48 ticket.
Yeah, I have the same exact order, Terry. You mentioned the 1 horse having a lot of success at Parx. Does have a bullet and go work. You see here the last workout before coming back to the track today. 48-1. That's not too bad. Horse in the money, 6-6 on the Parx surface. Gotta like that. Then I have after that the 5 horse, Western Woman. That one is very consistent in the money, 6 out of 7 at Parx. Also scoring our simulation favorite status, but not a very strong simulation favorite. Then the 4 horse, Loretta, has run well. First time off the bench. Okay works between races. In the 6, Mink Stall, it's the only yes horse. So that means you got to have her in your picks. The question is the first start after layoff can be spotty as well. My pick 4, 1, 4, 5, 6, like you. 2 and 8, shortened up a little bit there. 2, 3, 10, and 12. Interesting how we flip-flop those 2 races in the middle. And then I have the 1, the 6, and the 8. You have the 1, the 4, and the 5. And the only horse in the last leg that can get us together is going to be the 1 horse. 10 races. The 5th race ends the first half of the card today. This one is another 6 furlonger, Terry. We've already talked about inside 3 speed is the best way to get to the finish circle. Finish line, winner's circle. Hey, Don Johnson, how are you today? What about the 2? Big drop down in race 3. Let's see. Race number 2. Parx, the 4 is a triple drop in class. Watch blue hand timer. So that's probably an emoji there. So let's go back to race number 3. The big drop in class for the 2. Maybe the I think did a 2 scratch in that race, Terry, right?
Yeah, it did.
Race 2, Parx 4 is a triple drop in class. Dirty Cash. So we have that. Oh, hold on. I'm in the wrong race. Maybe that explains why, right? We'll go back to race number 2. All right. So in race number 3, we had the 2. Okay, so no. All right. So we're on race 2, the 4. Frost Mountain triple. Yeah, he did talk about that once before, and that horse did win. Did show some better early pace, better fractions. Also grades out as the 3rd in the simulation odds, 4th in the top total pace. Those horses can win for sure. See, it's an EP type, so it could get a good trip. Not the best C-zone, but still one that says 1 in 3 chance that the race today goes out pretty well. Hey, Don Johnson, good morning. Nice to see you as always. Don Johnson's the reason we call him Miami Vice Pick 4. So if you have a suggestion on a way to make the show better, please do so. We appreciate it. Any help? 6 furlongs, Terry. That is the inside 3 speed in race number 5. Who's got it?
Okay, we'll take a look there. There's about 3 of them that showed pretty close speed. The 6, 8, and 4, they're all really close. So I think it's anyone's guess which 3 of those are going to get the quarter pole first.
Here's one of these triangle races, Terry, where you have all the horses kind of slanted on this side. You got the 3 over here all by myself. It might be bad advice to put that horse in your picks, Terry, with that low C-zone. If you're looking for C-zones, who are you looking at?
Well, take a look at that. 2 has a pretty nice C-zone, and the 1 also is above 50% threshold, along with the 6.
Yeah, the 3, though, is your biggest class dropper in here, though, Terry. The 2 horse is the next, but neither one. The 2 horse does have a pretty strong trainer, though.
He does, but the 4 has the best jockey, and I think the 8, though, has the best jockey-trainer combination.
You know what else the 8 has, Terry?
What's that? Let's see.
The best name.
Oh, oh, that's right. Solar Richard.
Yes, Richard should soar. Should be a part of the early pace. You see that there, Terry. He is your top total pace with the top total name. You got the simulation odds saying the 2, the 4, and the 8. The even numbered horses are worthy of consideration. So in race number 5, there's only one choice in my view, Terry. Who's your choice in race 5?
I like the 8 Solar Richard. Won last race, Parx Racing, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer, and switches to high percentage winning jockey. Cisco Kid, the 2, switch performs well at Parx Racing, been in the money 47% of the time, winning 16% of the starts, handles his distance, been in the money 15% of the time, and wins 13% of those. And then I like the 7 as my 3rd pick, finished in the money in 2 races out of 3 starts at Parx Racing and won 1 of those in strong trainer stats. I like the 4 as my long shot, Save a Prayer, as 33% of the starts at Parx Racing in the money and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey.
All right, Terry. Well, we're going to go with the 8 horse, Soar Richard. It's all in the name, Terry. No, we like that. So I'm happy about the name, but I'm also happy about the fact that the horse has the top total pace, should be close to the pace today. Cisco Kid is your simulation favorite. It is a class dropper with a standout C-zone. Number 4, Save a Prayer, has come off the bench hot. Does have some okay works prepping. And then we have the American Pie Horse. And the Levy Was Dry as the next horse for me. That one, Terry, along with the musically iconic song, is a left arrow horse, the pace setter in the 3rd start after a layoff. I don't know about you, Terry, but I can remember when I was in my 20s, we'd go to some bars, and they would play that Don McLean song, Bye, Bye, Miss American Pie. And the whole place would be doing karaoke at once. You ever experience anything like that?
Yeah, I remember it. I sure do.
Race number 4, the 5 horse, Western Woman, triple drop in class. Keep an eye out on that from John Egan. And that's one of his good angles. The second half of the card will begin with race number 6. Guess what, Terry? 6 furlongs.
Yeah.
Means inside speed, inside 3 speed, preferably. Our simulation tells us, Terry, that, middle out is where you're going to find the giddy up and go gas.
Yep. 4, 5, and 10 all have percentages that are pretty close.
The race says the 5 and 10 could pilot and co-pilot. The 4, 6, 7, 8, and 12, they want to co-pilot. Everybody else, middle back. So this race could be favorable to the speed. Banjo does look like it might like being out there.
Yeah, he takes he's got like a 58.4%, but look at the 3 at 87% and the 1 at 66. Then you've got that 8 and the 11 and 12 that are above that 50%.
Yeah, the only horse in here to drop is Dirty Harry. That's a good movie if you like the Clint Eastwood style. He's also 5 ways better last time out. The one horse in the opener won 5 ways better. You have Bad Bobby. That one's 5 ways better, moving up in class. Terry, looks like you got a lot of good jockey trainer combos in this race.
Yeah, there's several. The 3 has the best jockey, though, according to the data. 2 the best trainer. And the 2 is probably the best jockey trainer combination. But take a look at that 8. It's also pretty close.
You look at the odds here in our simulation odds. I mean, this race is screaming wide open. A few that have par, most of which that are within 3 points. You got a bunch of early speed here. You got the 12 horse as your top total pace horse, Terry. 2 horse. I mean, I think this is like the all button race for me, Terry. Who did you pick?
I like the 2 Hoppy Time, finishing the money in the last 3 starts, running 3rd in the last race, has a high percentage between trainer and jockey, moving to Kentucky. The 3 finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, winning the previous race, has a high percentage winning jockey. Then I like Drunkle. The 7 finished 3rd versus similar in last race. Trainer and jockey are frequent winners. And then 10, Starman Bob won his last race at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. That's my long shot. No additional bets for me here.
So with Drunkle, do you think that's a drunk uncle or a doctor who is an uncle?
I don't know.
I think I'm going to go with drunk. Just probably better stories that way. Hoppy Time, top par plus. That means when we did the simulations, he's the most likely today to run a speed figure up and above or equal to 79. After that, I have the 3 horse. That one's moving to Kentucky. 3rd start after layoff, that classic handicapping angle, top C zone. Going to be closing, Terry. Number 12, Gallo. Top total pace. Getting more distance today. Could be helpful after running 5.5 furlongs. And then the 10, Starman Bob. Ran faster last time out by more than 3 seconds. That's some considerable improvement, Terry. With that in mind, another trifecta box with the 2, the 3, the 10, and the 12. The last of the pick 4s will start in race number 7. In this case, Terry, we're going to go, guess what, 6 furlongs.
Mm-hmm.
That means inside 3 speed is the way to the winner's circle. We haven't found much of that yet. We got one that is inside 3 with a scratch now.
Yeah, that 4 has best speed numbers here at 40% plus, so it should get to the quarter pole first.
Pretty balanced race. 2 on the front, 2 in the middle, 1 in the back. With that 1 in the back, Terry, looking at our speed here as well, our C zones, looks like the 2 horse of the 2 speed horses is going to be the one most comfortable out on the lead.
Yeah, he sure will be with the 92% number there, followed up by the 6 and the 8 who are above that 50% threshold.
Yes, the top jockey goes to the 4, but maybe elsewhere for the top trainer jockey combo.
Yeah, I think the 1 is the best trainer jockey combination. So
all of them have hit par, Terry. Looks like the 1 and the 8 with the best chance to do it again today. Big simulation favorite for the 1. Big top total pace edge. Not a real big, but about 3 points, about half a length. But the biggest in-race edge belongs to the 6, Marlowe. So does the 6 close it out, Terry, or does the 1 live up to that sim favorite status as well as the top total pace?
Well, I like the 4 over those 2. Didn't it rain? Switches to high percentage when jockey drops in class today. Should improve it to shorter distance. Then I like the one as my second choice. Finished third versus similar in the last race. Rail posted win in 20% clip. Has a high percentage in trainer as well. Tip top, the 5 won his last race at Parx Racing. Highest speed figure at today's speed figure in the last race and likes the distance. And then 7 on. The 8 is my long shot. Won his last race at Parx Racing. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4, 1, 4, 5, 6 with a 1, 2, 3, 6 with a 2, 6 with a 3, 6, 9, $48 ticket.
I went with the 1-horse Persian, and hopefully all the stuff that's going on in Persia can come to a conclusion pretty quickly. I'm never a big fan of those sorts of things, but it is a Jamie Ness horse. It is coming in from Laurel. And I've seen many of those Jamie Ness horses come in from Laurel and end up in the winner's circle. Then the 6, Marlowe does have the biggest in-race edge, 6-point late speed figure edge. And we saw the 1 horse in the opening leg there sit in the middle of the pack and then close it out. Number 8, Sivan, 7 on, is a track dropper. It's coming in from, if I remember correctly, the Kentucky circuit, right? That is race number, the 8 horse. Let's see, where's he coming in from? The 8 horse, come on, get down here. Let's go. The 8 horse is coming in from, the Kentucky circuit, Churchill Downs. So that is absolutely a track dropper. And then finally, and does have a pretty good, strong Parx workout too here. So I'm always interested in seeing if they're going to take to the new track. Right there, that answers that question for you. And then finally, I have the 2 horse Broad Strokes is my final pick. It's a long shot. Maybe the most upside in just the 4th race. That standout C-Zone and longest shot on the board in the 6-horse field. Left it off on my pick 4, 168, 126, 26 like Terry in race number 9. And then I had really no idea which way I wanted to go in the finale. I wanted to even put more horses in there, but I went 3, 4, 6, 9, and 12. That is a $45 ticket. Race 2, they're making their way to the gates. Perfect timing on our behalf for a change. So in race number 2, let's take a look at the current odds structure. The 8 horse, 6 to 5, so no value there. The 2 horse is 5 to 1, so a little bit of value on the 2. The 4 horse, 9 to 2, no value there. 10 horse is 7 to 1, no value there either. The 5 horse, 16 to 1, so you're getting some there with the 5. And then the 7 at 17 to 1, you're getting, there's got to be a cryptic code in that, our good friend. So you got 2 plus 5 equals 7. Those are the 3 horses that offer some value. So what do you think, Terry? Any cryptic code in that?
Could be.
Race 8. The 7 is third off a layoff in race number 8 for John Egan. All right, race number 2, Terry, they're making their way to the back of the box. Just a quick reminder while we wait. Free picks today at Sunland Park. And there's a link in the description on YouTube. You'll also find a link in the description right here to say Parx when the show is over. In that, you will get the link to the PDF. Why it's off to there, I don't know. But that is for today's Smart Sheets. Here's an explanation on how to use them. You can help the show. If you like the show, there is a link to a tip jar. Kindly click on that. And then the free track will be right there. There will be a race replay. In the description on YouTube, we'll timestamp every race. You're going to want to know that for the upcoming race. And then we have all of our thoughts as well as our Benny and the bets and pick 4 suggestions as well. While you're there, if you do anything useful today, hit that HRT gear button. Come on over here and get yourself a Horse Racing Today shirt. I have a green number 5 on today, Terry, but it's a bit chilly in Chicago, so it's a bit chilly down here in the racing dungeon. But hey, you can't have everything, right? It's supposed to be 60 on the weekend, so maybe I get out and play some golf on Sunday. All right, so the 8 horse remains your 6 to 5 favorite, Terry. After that, in race number 2, it's pretty wide open as to who the bettors think is next up on the ticket. Looks like the 10 horse. That would be a good one for both of us to have win, Terry, at 8 to 1.
Wow.
To start off our pick 4s.
That'd be nice.
They're all lined up. The 10 horse being a little bit uncooperative going into the gates, perhaps. the folks on the ground knew the 10 horse would put up a little bit of a fight prior to going into the gates. There's always that one that doesn't want to go in when the other 9 are waiting. Other than that, all the others are pretty calm. None of them really starting to act up. They're all in. The jockey's assistant getting himself set, and off they go. The race 2, the 10 horse did get off to a pretty good break there, Terry, along with the 8s. The 5 horses in the mix as well as they get started here today. The 8 and the 5, they continue to set the tone. The 10 horse is right there, getting a little bit of a 2-wide trip. The 2 horse is in 4th. They're all pretty much bunched up over there. 7 horses in the mix as well. The only horse that's kind of straggling out there is the 3 horse, way in the back of the pack. Opening quarter in 23.2 seconds. That didn't, well, they were 23.5 last time out. So maybe the 8 horse at 9-5 can continue to hold that pace. They make their way around the turn. The 8 horse didn't do like the 2 horse did in that opening leg. Decided he was going to run 500 miles an hour faster than everybody else. The 10 horse looks like he's dropping out of the mix, Terry, so he doesn't look like he's going to be it. We got another 1 horse in there that's in the mix that's going to give a little bit of trouble to this 8 horse. In fact, it looks like he might run by it, the 8 horse. So Terry's going to be alive on his pick 4 unless the 8 horse comes back. Doesn't look like he's going to. The 1 horse, Tough Constitution, the Jamie Ness horse, then the 8, and it looks like the 5. Should have put him in my picks, but I didn't. Both of our 4th picks. Terry is alive. With Grand Constitution going off at 4, Tough Constitution going off at 4-1, Jamie Ness. Those Jamie Ness horses, Terry, they get the good hay. You can't bet against them. We're on what, race number 8 now or race number 9?
Yes, 8.
Race 8. As I am off to just a crappy start to the week. I got to love that. Hopefully I can finish strong. The only race that's not 6 furlongs, 1 mile. Terry, the profile of a 1 mile winner, favors horses with early speed, 24% of which go wire to wire. The rail is strong. Inside does better than outside. Nobody's won from post position 8 or out. So if you're looking for some inside speed, Terry, you don't have to go too far.
Well, go ahead and you can take a look at the 4 and the 1. They have the most speed, but there's a couple other in there might have something to say about it. The 6 and the 3.
Yeah, the 1 is actually a left arrow horse, more of a closer. The 4 wants to be on the lead. None of them with above 50% C zones, but 3 of them in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, the 1, 2, and 6 are in the 40%, especially that 1 and the 2, which are getting pretty close to 50% threshold we like to see.
Yeah, so as far as our horses hitting par, the 3s come within 1 point. So far, the 5 horse not within 5 points, although the 5 horse is a horse that was better with early pace, better fractions. Same with the 4. The lone class dropper is in spades.
The only problem is, the 5 has been scratched. So
is that a late scratch?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then who's the best jockey trainer in here?
Well, the 2's the best jockey. The 2's also the best trainer. So that's the best jockey trainer combination.
The 1 horse is a simulation favorite. It's also a 6-point last race speed figure favorite, although the 4 captures the top spot in the top total pace. Who captures your top spot in race number 8?
I like the 1. Wrecker Point ran second as the favorite in the last race, but the trainer wins 30% of the time, bringing beaten favorites back. Rail Post winning 20%, 24% clip, and a high-performing jockey. And then I like Accelerator, the 2, finished in the money in 8 out of 10 starts. Very consistent horse, winning 4 of those starts. Trainer and jockey are frequent winners as well. Margin of Error, the 6, is my 3rd choice. Ran second in the last race. Highest speed figure at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Actually, the 3 is my long shot 10 gauge. Won 2 races out of the last 3 starts. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Good 4 prolonged workout on February 17th. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat Ness horses, period, at Parx, right? I mean, the guy seems to have the magic formula to get horses across the finish line first. I have the 1 horse as my top pick. That one is Wrecker Point. It is a left arrow horse, right? It does have that early speed as a closer. Won't forget how to close out the race. Top last race speed figure, 6 points. Also your top total. I'm in the wrong race there. Anyway, top par plus horse at 36.3%. Next up for me is the 2 horse Accelerator, proper distance, winner 7 of 11. Just 5 wins in 21 races at any other distance. Then the 6 Margin of Error. Next up for me, definitely has faced better horses than it's going to face today. Usually comes off the bench hot, ready to run. And then I have the 4 horse, Just Step on It. So fortunately, I didn't put the 5 in my picks since he scratched in there, Terry. That one could be on the pace, been off since July with some okay workouts. I'm going to do a $12 daily double. I am going to put the 1 with the 2. Ice cold, as our good friend Charles Trent used to say. Yep. Race number 9 will be a big race for us today. I think it's Terry's best bets. It's going to be 6.5 furlongs again, so speed wins. No particular post position advantage. In race number 9, Terry, if you want, well, 3 of them should set the tone.
Yeah, the 6 has the most speed, but the 2 and 3 also have plenty of speed in here. So
you have a lot of speed up in here. You got the 1 as a lone closer. Maybe if the 1 had a good C-zone, it would be one to consider. But there's 1 horse in here that stands out all by myself.
Yeah, Wave Rider has a 85% plus C-zone, so very comfortable in this race.
The 2 horse, Ponder and Dreaming. I don't know if that's its name or not, but better pace across the board, a little better early fractions last time out. Everybody's coming up in class, Terry. The 2 looks like he's the class on the jockey. Somebody else, the jockey trainer combination. This one is confusing to me. Who do you like?
It is. The 6 has the best trainer, but the 1 has the best combination of trainer and jockey. So
maybe even the 5, all yellow. Like nothing really good, but nothing really bad either.
No.
The 2 horse, top total pace, top speed figure edge last time out. Also a 1-to-1 simulation odds, so even money. A 2 length, every 5 points equals 1 length. So a 2 length, top total pace horse. That means if everything goes according to that, 2 horse wins by 2 lengths and makes it look easy. Terry, before we get to your best bet of the day, we got to give you your drum roll, please. Who's your best bet and why?
Number 2, Ponder and Dream. Finished in the money in 4 career starts, winning the last race, so very competitive, wants to win. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Bootleg Runner, the 6, my second choice, ran second versus similar in the last race. Early speed running style helps the chances. The trainer and jockey are frequent winners. Tough Guy Tony, the 3, finished 3rd versus tougher in the last race. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. Wave Rider, the 5. Finished the money in 2 races out of 3 career starts. Winning one of those, LASIK and blinkers are added today. 20 to win on the 2, a $10 exacta box 2-6, a $10 exacta 2 on top with a 3-5-6, and a $5 exacta box 2-3-6. That's it.
Ponder and Dream. That's my top choice as well, Terry. Ponder and Dream got that 10-point total pace edge, better across the board, even money simulation favorite. To get even money on it or better, that's a value, even though it's even money. Bootleg Runner is your likely pace setter in here. A lot of decent works between the races. The 5 horse Wave Rider is the very consistent horse in the field, probably the most consistent with that standout C-zone. And then I got the 3, Tough Guy Tony. I got a guy. His name is Tony. I mean, is there any other name that you would get for that? Anyway, Plenty of upside. I think if the track has any moisture in it, it could really benefit because he's 2 for 2 on a wet track. And right now it's listed as good. Looking at the screen there, in terms of the weather, is it sunny out there today? A little overcast, I think. Yeah, you see some shadows, so maybe the track dries out. We'll see. 1 race left to go, Terry. Before we get to that last race, just a reminder that tomorrow we'll do Parx again. Then on Wednesday, we'll do Tampa Bay Downs. Thursday, we'll do Gulfstream Park. There is no Foreign Friday. While Tom is at spring training, he's a pitcher, so he had the report. He throws those fastballs by us on Foreign Fridays. We look forward to his return. To make sure you don't miss anything, Terry, from here to Thursday, what do you got to do?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that little bell so it'll tell you about any of the programs coming up. And then go ahead and copy the link at the bottom and share it with everybody you know. They can come check us out. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and Blue Sky Horse Race at number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then also keep these comments and picks coming, as we really enjoy to see them. They help us out a lot with our algorithms.
Indeed, they do. So 6 furlongs, early speed, inside speed. The algorithm tells us that inside speed should do all right, although hasn't held up. But the one horse has won every race so far, so maybe it can do it again. Maybe they would go 1-1-1-1-1-1 all the way down.
Who knows?
All 10 races today, Terry. But if it's going to be speed, this is going to be a duel.
It is. It's anybody's guess. There's several horses from the inside to the outside that have plenty of speed compared to each other. So just a bit depends who gets the best break, best jockey decisions.
Pretty balanced race. Maybe a little bit of an edge towards the horses with some early speed, but not really much in terms of the way the balance of the race shape goes. Plenty of horses with pretty strong C-zones to boot, Terry, but who's got the strongest jockey-trainer combo?
Well, the 4 is the best jockey, the 6 the best trainer, but the 6 also has a good jockey, so it's the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yeah, it looks like the Charm of the Sun is in that mix as well. A couple horses here. The 4, Sirianni. I mean, you cannot bet against Sirianni in Philadelphia, right? He's that crazy-ass coach that they have. The 9-horse Pacific Princess down 2.2 lengths. Sirianni dropping a length, as well as 5-star Fran. Sirianni, the top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. Andrew Byers hurdles 3. If 3 works for Andrew, 4 works for me. Big simulation favorite with the 3-horse in there, Spirited Ride, as well as a top total pace of a length. So maybe some clarity in this race, Terry, with the 3 in a race that looks like wide open. What do you think?
I like the 3 Spirited Ride. Ran second as a favorite last race. Trainer wins 18% of the time when bringing a beaten favorite back, and the distance won't be a problem. Then 9, Pacific Princess, finished 3rd in the last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Blinkers are added to keep mine on business. And then I like 6, Pop the Cork, Pop the Champagne, bro. Likes Parx Racing, been in the money 60% of the time, winning 13% of the starts. And today's distance, 58% of the time in the money, winning 25% of the starts. And then I like the 11, Bad Temper, as my long shot, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race and can handle the distance. No additional bets for me, as I'm completely out of funds.
Spirited Ride. Hopefully gets a Spirited Ride. A big simulation favorite. Top total pace of 6 points. Then the 4, Sirianni. Top last race speed figure. 4 points better than everybody else. Getting 20-1 morning line on him anyway. Better early pace, better fractions. Drops with the best C-zone. And maybe those folks over in England or Canada where you get those fixed odds, maybe you get a good price on that Sirianni, and maybe he runs better than that. Number 9, Pacific Princess, better early pace, better fractions, biggest class dropper, 2.5 lengths. I've seen that combination, Terry, find its way to the winner's circle right there. It's a yes horse, better pace, drops big class, lighter company today. Then I have Pop the Champagne Row going to close. Had better early pace and fractions last time out, too. Didn't have better fractions. Did have better early pace. I added the fractions in there. My mistake. My remaining budget, $5 exact, the key box, the 3 over the 4, the 6, the 9, and the 12 to close out our selections for today. Well, so far we had the 1-horse win every race, Terry.
Yeah.
Didn't make our picks for race number 1, but did make it there for you, Terry. So that means 7-horse should be the winner in race number 3.
Mm-hmm.
If we follow that trend. Race number 3, I have another trifecta box. Hopefully something comes close. Hey, I got the 1-horse in race number 4 like you, Terry. So maybe that 1-horse will continue to win in our pick 4s. Race number 5, another trifecta box. Race number 6, another trifecta box. Race number 7, we have the pick 4s again. Race number 8, a $12 double. Race number 9, Terry's best bet of the day. Race number 10, I have another trifecta box to take us through
Exacta box.
Exacta key box. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
My brain, it's after an hour of talking, I forget what I want to say. All right, Terry. Any final thoughts from you before we get out of here and try our luck at Parx on Terrific Terry Tuesday?
Yeah, just everybody be careful and safe. Watch out for any kind of things that might be going on nowadays, with all the things going on in the Middle East, and pray for all of our soldiers and military people over there so that they get through this safely. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow at Parx.
Yeah, we certainly hope it ends quickly and
So-
minimal casualties across the board and peace on earth, folks. That would be fantastic. Well, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this Money Monday, we certainly hope your life, your family's life, your goals and dreams are all filled with God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing you do ends up in.
Winner.
See you tomorrow.